This is Will Buchanan reporting for the Walk for Liberty.
Today is May 8th, 2008, day 25 of the Walk for Liberty. We're here at Camping World waiting for our RV to be fixed, and in the meantime doing a little route planning as well as having discussions with other RVers. This is a portion of our route that we're going to be walking today. That's a really cool treehouse. Call us about whether you have permission to burn a fire in your own backyard. We're still on the historic Columbia River Highway, passing through the town of Corbett, Oregon. This is looking down onto the Columbia River. Somebody seems to have made a little box shed for their kid to wait for the school bus in when it's cold. Zero shoulder whatsoever. It is very pretty though. Apparently I was wrong in my commentary yesterday. It seems all those stones that we saw embedded in the cliff wall yesterday were deposited by a glacier that came through the area. And then the wall was carved out later by a flood. Who needs Hollywood special effects? A stained glass reflection. I guess people can't decide for themselves about their own safety.
You might argue that I shouldn't be allowed to hike down there because everyone would have to pay if government rescue services were used to get me out if I was in some kind of trouble down there.
However, I didn't ask or contract to be protected by those services.
If I chose to hike down there, then it's my choice.
And I should have the responsibility to arrange for my own rescue services if I so choose to. Of course, that's all contingent upon my having the right to travel on that land. If it's private land, I should have the landowner's permission first. I'm assuming though that it's public, so unfortunately we get into that tricky gray area. I'm forced to pay for it through taxes, but yet I don't have the right to use it if I want to.
Apparently that doesn't apply to park rangers though, because we saw one out on some land that was marked as no hiking.
The real answer is that there should be no public/governmentally owned land. All land should be private, and then the owner can decide who he wants to allow on it.
Another nice side benefit of that setup is he has more incentive to take care of the land.
If no one in particular owns it, no one has accountability if it's polluted on, nor does anyone have any incentive to take care of it.
An owner, however, has a direct incentive to keep it clean and unpolluted, at least if he wants to maintain his property value, which the environmentalists should like.
That's the flaw in most environmentalist thinking. They think the government should be responsible for protecting the environment, when in actuality they have the least incentive for keeping it clean. Brooke, what were you just telling me?
That so far, Oregon is my favorite state on the Walk for Liberty.
This is Will Buchanan for blog.walkforliberty.com, signing off.